Welcome back to another Alliance War video. We have 4 Loki versus the Night Guardians here. They banned Scorp, Corvus, and Shuri. Another Corvus banned. I think they're just trying to stop the nuke, but I think Ghost is more deserving of a ban than Corvus, to be honest, especially with the hazard nodes. I am bringing in a different team today. Well, one option is real different. That's Baldy right here, Moondragon. Bringing in Mantis to war for the first time this season, and I'm also bringing in America Chavez again. Now, I went in and adjusted my relics. That's why the screen kind of changed right there. This synergy with Mantis does nothing for either, because I'm going to be using Moondragon for a Silk boss. Shuri's banned, so I won't be using Shuri for that. I actually like Moondragon. I liked her a lot before I pulled her out of the 6-star feature. Then I pulled her and took her to rank 3, tested her a bit, and didn't really like her as much, and she kind of sat there. Then instead of getting Professor X, I pulled Moondragon a bunch of times. Just taking a look at my paths here in that holiday crystal or whatever it was called. And wrong bald guy, kabam. Wrong bald character, I should say. I'll be taking Chavez into Nova, Storm, and Hulkling, and I'll be taking Mantis into Doom, and then the Silk boss to finish it off. But I was debating on whether using Killmonger for this Silk or Moondragon. Now, Moondragon, as a 7-star, I took her up for a BG meta. I don't do BGs a lot, but I do want to have like a pretty good deck for when I do play it, and I liked her in that meta. It wasn't this current meta. I think it was last season. And I like her kit. She does quite a bit of different things. So we'll get to that in a little bit. For now, the reason I chose Mantis here over Torch. So Doom will gain a Fury, and he'll let him crit through the block when he has that. If you knock him down, you'll get another Fury. He'll gain Cruelty. So the plan here basically is actually to get my Intimidate up, then to stack my Emotions, and hopefully to about 16, maybe 20 if I'm lucky, but I don't. So they're at 14. I want to bait a special or parry him, and then get my Infuriate up and just dex the special one, and then just dance. I want to just dance so he doesn't shock me by removing my dex buff. And then at this point, I just want to get my Intimidate up and get the last 2 hits into the block to get up to 20. Pushing back a little bit and make sure both my heavy hits land, and then SB2 93k 140k, and he's dead. And that's the reason I chose Mantis, because I can just get this fight over with without knocking him down. Super safe and easy. R2 Mantis for the win. I'll be taking Chavez into Nova, basically reversing his power gain when he dashes at me with negative zones. The power start one is on just for the previous fight. They're going to carry over for the next couple, really, it's just Chavez hitting a bunch of champs with a bunch of buffs. With Hulkling, I throw in Indestructible just in case I need to push him red. If he gets too high, I can tank those. But this is easy peasy, so nothing really to these. Getting back to my boss fights, or boss fight, I should say, with Silk. The thought process is, like I said, I liked Moondragon a lot. I've been Team Baldy for a while, and there's another person in our alliance who uses Moondragon quite a bit, Moe, and he absolutely smashes some path fights with her. He hasn't taken a Silk boss with her, but he's definitely taken some Quicksilvers, Silk across the map, and he does great with her. I've taken Baldy and I think a couple times this season, but this will by far be the biggest challenge, because with Moondragon, you basically ramp up by your first medium and light if you hit them, and even in their block, and you get more of those Mind Blast charges, and the more you have, you go into Transcendence mode with 20 or more, and you purify all debuffs, and you do a bunch of damage with your SB2 when that's up. But you want to intercept. When you intercept, every hit of the intercept combo builds those charges up higher. And when I was dueling, I was prepping for the Silk boss, I was trying a bunch of different things. I was trying to see if I could get a ricochet intercept in. That didn't work. I was trying to see if I could Dexter medium and then intercept with a light like you do against a Nihilus and Domino, and that wasn't working. So then it's just a matter of the AI, you know, playing nicely, and I just did a bunch of duels, and it's just, you know, I had quite a bit of time to prep because obviously, you know, I planned with Andy. So what I did first is I got these path fights out of the way. I boosted twice. I could have just boosted to the boss, but I just wanted to boost twice. And here I'm taking this Storm on this power efficiency node. Basically, she doesn't lose any power when that little pink thing's up. So right there, I just waited for it to be gone so she could throw her special and then dump her power. She loses her prowess, which means it mitigates some of my damage, and she's going to glance some of my basics, but it doesn't really matter. I'm literally going to use this combo into a heavy, into a relic, and then a special 2 if she survives, and she does. So she's dead at this point. So I wanted to blast through my path fights and then get back to practicing, because sometimes when you have a sketchy path fight or a fight before a big fight, you go into kind of tilted, and you're, you know, it's even, you know, you're a little helter-skelter. So what I did is I just got these done, went to dueling, and I just had to figure that I need some AI play. Basically, I need her to feed into my intercepts and land those so I can get the taunt up for the boss and block her specials, and then build up to my special 2 and use some power backs to try to build up to another one and maximize my Transcendence mode as much as possible, because the more intercept I get, the more I pause the mode. And so what I did basically is whenever I duel to prep, the AI is all over the place sometimes, and I don't go into, if I have a good sense of the fight, and then I have some good runs, and then I have like a crappy run or two, I actually stop at that point and then I go into the fight, because I tell myself it's only a matter of time before I get you know, good AI or bad AI. So if I do all good fights and then lead into the boss, then I may get some bad AI. So I just figured, okay, I had a really good run of practicing, had some 2 crappy runs. I'm gonna go in. I know what to do at this point. She has to just dance with me, and she has to be willing to play into my intercepts and get that. So at this point, I'm even XP boosted. I'm boosted everywhere and anywhere. The boss is now open, and it is relatively close war at this point. So I throw an indestructible boost on just in case I get intercepted, and I just go into it. And so the fight starts, and she's not. I need her to throw a heavy or catch her, kind of intercepting. So what you see me doing is kind of hit her once, twice. You see my Mind Blast ramp up, and I'm like, okay, I'm watching Bubble Shield, so I can't really bait a heavy for an opening because I don't want to build too many stacks of Bubble Shield. So I just want to control spacing. And at this point, I'm like, I can feel the intercept coming if I just kind of hit her. And then I want to dash at her as she's going to come at me. And that's why I back off. And boom, I get it. So I see her powers almost at 1 bar, so I do a full hit. Then I hold block, she throws it, and I'm like, perfect. That actually works out. Then she intercepts me, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I get another intercept. And at this point, she's taunted, so I actually want to bait this special one, and like, perfect. Okay, so I want to get an opening here. She throws a heavy, so I'm like, all right, perfect. I'm at 26 Mind Blast charges. I throw my special 2, and the first hit crits, 29k red at the end. I'm like, all right, she's over a bar, so I have to go for intercept, even if it risks her possibly throwing that special, because if not, then she's going to be unblockable anyways, and I'm going to take it to the face. I get the taunt, which makes me block that special. I throw the special 2, and I'm like, okay, cool. She's taunted. She throws that last special. At this point, I have my relic. I'm like, okay. But then she intercepts me, and I throw my relic in desperation right here that she does not stun me, so that's why you see me throw that. And then I kind of just hold block, and she throws a heavy, and I'm like, perfect. I can get to my special 2, throw this, and boom, pow, goodbye, Silk. Fight over. Super happy with the way it went, kind of. It was, you know, one of those fights where the AI has to play with you, but Baldy did great that war, or that fight, I should say. So we ended up winning this war. Shout out to Karate Mike, the B Manny, and Trevor. They did awesome, and we are back on the winning streak. We're back in Masters top 10, and we have 3 wars left, so hopefully we close out the season strong. I will see you guys in the next one.